Hello and welcome back to Automotivania, where once again I was not told that I was doing a review, therefore I don't have my microphones, therefore I am using this, which just looks a bit stupid. Hey ho. This is it the second or the third generation? Now I'm not sure if the second generation I'm thinking of was just a facelift or if this is the third generation. It's one of the two. Toyota Aygo, and I think it is a very good car. Don't think it's as good as the first generation because that car's just the best, but I don't know, we're gonna see what I like, what I don't like, whether you should buy one, and what I rate it out of 10 and what the cameraman dad rates it out of 10. Let's get started. Right then, what does the car look like from the outside? Well, this model is I think it's the X-Play or something like that model, which means you get these red trimmy bits. I do think that does actually make the car look better, this like configuration with the red ring mirrors, the red trim, the wheels like that. I know it's not for everyone, but I think it suits the car quite well. Moving to the back, you get again some more red trim down here where there would be a splitter on a cool car. However, you just get a piece of red and black. You get this minuscule wiper, and the car is probably about half the size as me, so yeah, very, very small. I think that it's definitely a big upgrade style-wise over the first generation. I do like the way the lights come down like this. I don't really like the Aygo badging, but it's okay. I do think it's quite a good-looking car. A spoiler-ish kind of thing here. Right, round to the other side then, and believe it or not, it is the same as the other side, except that is not as severe. Oh no, maybe, okay, it's probably about the same severity. Oh, you also have a petrol cap on that side, that's shocking. To the front then. Oh, you get Aygo in the lights, that is super cool. You also get, is that rain or snow? It feels like snow. You then get, I think the front is probably the car's best looking angles, quite angular with this little triangle effect continuing with the car, and again another red bit underneath the grille. I think the grille itself suits the car quite well. If I would change one thing, I would probably get rid of the eyeliner of the car. I just think it looks a bit stupid. They're small, but they're alright. They suit the car quite well. Yet again, it's raining like with my last review, brilliant. Let's now move on to the interior. Right then, what is the interior of the Aygo like? Well, if I'm being completely honest, don't like it. It's too boxy and sticky out and plasticky, and it's just not very nice, is it? The steering wheel is quite nice. I quite like the steering wheel, but the rest of it's just like, if you want to make it so boxy in there and have the dash be so big, at least make the materials a bit nicer. Like, I know it's a cheap car, but still, come on, look at that, it's rubbish. Infotainment system, if we just wait for it to load, or has the engine got to be on? There we go. That is just the worst noise I've possibly ever heard. Oh, I know you can. I mean, you can turn it off, but why have it in the first place? It's nice and easy to use. It doesn't really do much, but does it have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto? Plug your phone in. Does it really? Yeah. So it has wired Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but the infotainment system itself is fine. But yeah, you'd just plug your phone in and use CarPlay. The indicator sound, hideous, but
nice seats.
The seats are alright, nice and easy to access everything, nice gear change. You've got one charging point. Yeah, it's alright, it's just not, I mean, you probably paid, what was this when it was new, about 10 grand for it. You can't expect much better. But yeah, that's my interior. Let's now see how practical the Toyota Aygo is. Right then, in the back, you can fit a Chihuahua-sized dog bag. That's not a bag. What's that? Bed. And then on top of that, you could probably fit an ant. It's tiny. It's very, very, very small boot. What about the back seats then? Well, if we just move this, Now, I would probably be causing the driver a back break, and that is not. Is that even as far back as it will go?
I don't know. I've touched it. I'm not moving it.
Yeah, I'd have to sit like this. I mean, I do. Ow.
It's pretty cool, lowered.
I am 5'10", but most of that is leg, so I don't know, is it an unfair advantage? I've also not got much headroom, so if you're planning on this being a practical car, think again. The Toyota Aygo is not the city car for you. In fact, I'd say the first generation model has more space. I'm not that uncomfortable in the back of the first gen, so I think that's practicality over. Right then, cubby holder count. You've got one in which you can fit a scraper, some hand sanitizer, bounty wrapper, and some more rubbish.
£1 coin.
We've got two in which you can fit a £1 coin. We've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, 8. 8. Oh, 9. Does that count as one? I'm gonna count it as one. 9, 9, 9. The door openings are just not wide enough at all. 10, 11, 12, 13. 13? 13?
Almost as good as the 2 ton. That's 19.
20. 13 is very, very bad. So if you're buying this car to be practical and store things and people, please do not get this car. Don't get a car of this size, because that's just, you're going to need something bigger. But I'd say there's probably rivals that are more practical than this car. This is the car you buy for yourself. Let's move on. What is the Aygo like to drive? Well, round a town or village like this one, it does an okay job, just as good as any city car. The indicators make a loud and annoying noise, but that's fine. What's a turning circle like? It is definitely good. Can we get all the way around? Can we? Can we? Can we? Can we? Oh! Oh!
Just a little knock at the end there.
Well,
That's good.
That's very good, actually. I'm impressed with the turning circle. Manoeuvring and parking, super duper easy. The owner says that all the time. She loves her car because of how easy it is to drive and park. Picking up speed then. Yeah, it's not the fastest car in the world. Cameraman Dad, can you add to that?
It's no VVT-i, but it's alright.
So then, round town, it's good. It goes over bumps well, it manoeuvres well. It's a typical city car. Brakes are good. Turns well, drives well. But when you start to speed up, that's when you see the car's weakness. When you come out of the town and onto a faster road, yeah, there's quite a bit of noise. There's also quite a bit of lack of performance.
That gearbox is nice.
Oh,
It's nice, isn't it?
oh, gearbox is nice though. Okay, so it's quite an involving
Second.
short gear change. Oh, the gearbox is nice.
Isn't it? I'll just put that wrapper in there.
Right then, what is my verdict on the Toyota Aygo? What plate is it? The 2020 Toyota Aygo. Well, I think it's a good city car. It is very cheap to run, very cheap to tax, very cheap to insure. It's a great first car if you have the money to spend on a new car. But what it isn't is a practical car, not that you expect it to be. And what it isn't is a fast car. Again, you don't expect it to be, but it is an involving, good to drive-ish, good, economical. It's good. For what it is good, and I would definitely recommend it for a city car buyer. Dad, do you want to add to that?
No, totally agree.
Okay. I rate it a strong 8.2 out of 10. Dad?
I'm going to go 8.
Oh.
7.8.
Oh.
7.8.
Okay. So I rate it an 8.2, he rates it 7.8. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.